Hey, let's get you guys a check of what's going on outside. A much better morning when it comes to visibility. We do have a dense fog advisory for some areas, but this particular camera at the France Eye Care Center at I-75 shows just a couple of clouds, but a lot better visibility along the interstate. Where we've got the fog this morning is right along the lake towards Glades, Hendry, and Collier counties, and that's where we have this dense fog advisory until 8 o'clock. Let's show you the numbers, and you can see how different this morning. 8 across the 41 bridge along the Peace River, but then you get into the thick stuff where we've got enough moisture to support it. The visibility has been down as low as a half a mile along the lake, so it's gotten a little bit better over the past hour to hour and a half, and we've got a perfect 10 there in Fort Myers, 9 in Bonita Springs, and the fog cuts off there at the intersection of State Road 29 and Alligator Alley. When you step outside this morning, we've got temperatures in the low to mid 60s, and as far as what we're looking at with our 24-hour temperature change, we are right there down about 2 to 3 degrees, so that is a little bit of a drop from yesterday. It's going to be a big drop here overnight. Dew point value still hanging in the 60s, so while it's still a little humid outside, it's nowhere near yesterday where we had 70 and 71 showing up on the map. We had that subtle change there with the wind coming in out of the north yesterday, and we're looking at gusts that are going to pick up today 10 to 15 miles per hour at lunchtime. But watch what happens here in the late afternoon and evening. There's the big front. That one is going to drop our temperatures into 40s overnight, and with the cool, dry air sliding down the state with these gusty winds, you're going to need a jacket before you head out there if you got dinner plans here this evening. And as you look at your high temperatures for today before the front arrives, we've got 77 there on the map. That's exactly our average for this time of year. And then overnight tonight, we'll go into the 40s. Low 40s from Palmdale through Arcadia, upper 40s for most of Lee County, and some locations in Collier could hang on to 50. Radar is going to be quiet. All the moisture is gone. Matter of fact, as that front moves through here today, it's just going to keep the clear skies in overnight. But coming up on a Saturday, we're going to see some high-level clouds begin to filter in the late afternoon. You can see those coming in by lunchtime. As far as the temperatures across the rest of the country here, we've got 10 in Omaha, 9 Rapid City, and the warmth is just hanging on here to the coastal parts of Carolina, Georgia, and the entire state of Florida. That low with the secondary front that's going to bring the really chilly stuff, well, that's got some snow in the northern parts of Indiana and Illinois. That will continue to pull through the Great Lakes, and it's pretty quiet across the deep south. This trough, the dip in the jet stream, is going to stick around here through the weekend. There's Saturday through Sunday, but it slowly retreats to the north, and we start to see the ridge build in, and that's going to give us some slightly warmer weather as we head through the next couple of days. So after a couple of mornings there in the 40s, by the time we get towards Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we're back at, if not a little bit above our average in the morning. And as far as those afternoon highs, it's only going to get into the upper 60s there on Saturday. Breezy and chilly, and as we round out the weekend, a little bit warmer. There's Christmas Eve, there's Christmas Day, 78, almost perfect weather.